What's up, guys? Thanks for coming back to Against the Fence. We've got another Q&A for you guys. We are joined with UFC featherweight Lucas Alexander, who's got a professional record of 8 wins and 4 losses, 3 fights in the UFC so far. Lucas, how are we doing, my man? It's good to see you.
What's up, man? Thanks for having me, bro.
Now, you're fairly kind of young as far as your MMA career goes, and you seized your opportunity to join the UFC back in 2022 when you stepped up on short notice to fight Johannesson Brito. You're now 3 fights into your UFC career. What's been the biggest thing you've learned over the course of those 3 fights? Because that step up to the big leagues is massive, right?
Yeah. One thing I learned is like no matter how prepared you think you are mentally and fighting different organization, you're never gonna be ready for UFC. UFC is different level of competition. But I learned a lot about myself in the past 2 years, and I started to be more comfortable in the cage, being more comfortable in UFC, and I focus a lot on approach because that was my focus in the regional scene. Being comfortable no matter where I fight, no matter who I fight against. Even in my last fight, I was feeling great. I was the best camp ever. I was in camp for 14 weeks, 13 weeks, because the fight got pushed back. I was supposed to fly to Brazil. A lot of things happened, but I keep myself focused. And for 1.5 minutes until I got caught and some mistake, I was feeling great. I was doing great. Uh, I visualized the fight multiple times and props to my opponent. He capitalized a mistake and he got done. But I was feeling great in the fight. I have nothing against that. Uh, so I know in the next couple years that's just gonna get better. Looking forward in the scenario of how I feel being UFC and because a lot of those people they go to UFC they take it too long to feel themselves, to start to feel comfortable and stuff like that. So I hope on the next one I can actually feel the same way I was feeling the last one and performance, so I can start to make a name for myself and start grow my name and everything in UFC.
It's exactly it. I mean, you're taking it step by step, really, isn't it? At a time and kind of, I guess, trying not to rush things, but then I guess it's at the same time, it's pretty hard when opportunities get presented your way, really, isn't it?
Yeah, you know where I come from, bro. When someone give you opportunity, you can say no.
Yeah.
Like we fight for opportunities. Like we need opportunities, and we took it. Like that's it. Um, it's good to have that mentality, but you have to be careful too, because that mentality can put you up, it can put you down. Like you say, it's very important, step by step. And last year, I have so many things going on. Like I went to Brazil for the first time in 5 years. I fought Steve. I came back. I have a bachelor party. I got married. It was my birthday. I got injured. I had to do surgery. I pushed the surgery. I did the stem cells. I went to camp. I was supposed to fight in Brazil. The fight got canceled. Did another opponent. Now cancel everything to Brazil. Trying to make money back because I lost so much money. Then going to Vegas, fighting in Vegas. And at the end of the year, in December, scheduled surgery. January, I did surgery. So now I'm kind of like just slowing down. In the past 3, 4 months since my surgery, I've been slowing down. I've been enjoying training. I've been focused more and a lot of different things because the pace last year was so high for me, and I didn't realize I didn't enjoy how I should enjoy. So I'm just glad to take step by step, like you say.
You must be pretty, like, anxious to kind of get back in the octagon and show the people what you're made of. When can fans expect to see you back in there then?
Uh,
What's
I
your
asked
time
it
frame?
by July and August. Uh, I'm just waiting to see if they're gonna match me for something. And yeah, I was more anxious actually. Like right after my fight, I say, I need to fight ASAP, like give him a fight January. And then like 1 week passed by, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you kind of like, okay, hold on. I think I don't want to fight right now. Like And then all of a sudden, a month pass, 2 months, and then you start, okay, let me look things better. So I'm gonna lie, I wanna fight right away after my last fight because I didn't have the time to actually fight and show. At the same time, if I fight the Lucas back in November, I finished that guy right now. How much I got better just training and
Mm.
focus and get better. So the Lucas from November to October is a totally different guy. I'm a totally different new athlete now, and that's very good for me because I like to train between my fights to get better, so I can perform better all the time.
It's like it's like a hardware update. You know, our laptops and everything need system updates all the time, and it's the same with you fighters. You're trying to update all the time and become a better version, isn't it?
Sure. Like literally you play video game. You play video game today. You go to mode to play, the thing needs to update. You like, bro, I was just playing yesterday. Like, what do you mean? But you're right. It's a good way to look at it. I like it.
But there you go, man. I should have been a philosopher. Now,
Back.
you know, you train at the same gym as Mike Davis in Florida, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mike is my boy. Great
Yeah,
guy.
he's a cool guy. He has a complete different kind of mindset in terms of goals as a fighter. You know, he wants to make as much money to kind of help uh, set up other endeavors. How does that mindset compare to yours? You know, what's the main goal for you in your career?
When I started doing MMA, I feel like I was not the type of kid who have a video of someone have a video of me saying, I want to be a world champion one day. Like, like I'm not the type of guy. I've never been the type of guy. And um, I started doing MMA because I love so much the competition. I love so much the sports. I love the training. I love how humble the sport it is, right? Like you can be in your high as you feel, and then somehow just like this, boom, you get humble. And I love because the sport it's basically life. I do this because I love the sport. I do this because I can provide for my family, I can provide for me. And my goal is to break top 10, to break top 5, one day fight for the belt, have a full arena, be in the pay-per-view points, definitely. But I understand I have the goal, but my next step is far away from my goal. And I have the goal, but I focus and kind of like almost on the presence, but it's not a presence to a future, but it's 2, 3, 4 months ahead. So the reason I do what I do, like I said, I do because I do because I can provide, I do because I love the competition, I love the feeling, I love the anxious, I love the process of a fight camp. I think that's a lot about it. Being focused in one thing for 8 weeks, sacrifice everything you can, and you still have a life going on. Like, yeah, you have a fight, but people forget, be a fighter, it just not show up to training. You're not. You still a son. I have a mother and I have a father. I'm still a husband, right? I have a brother and I have a sister. I'm still a brother, and like I still have to be a Lucas. So it's just very cool be able to do both and then seeing everything like playing together. So that's what I love this sport, man. I love this sport because I know those guys they're going through as well, and they are fighting for their life to be there and be present and be peaceful so they can perform.
No, spot on. Yeah, it is about obviously maintaining that balance as well, as you're saying. And yeah, just to touch upon Mike Davis for a sec, we've had him on the channel for quite a numerous times. You know, I think Ash has played Call of Duty a few times with him. You know, he's a good guy, and you know
Yeah,
he's very skillful. And I guess obviously you've had probably numerous amount of rounds with him as well. You know, and we kind of look forward to seeing him in the octagon. Um, every time we see him
yeah.
fight. You know, it's
He
good to
he's a
see.
great guy, man. Great fighter. Yeah, you're
Mm.
definitely right. He's a great fighter, a great guy. He training. He do everything really good.
He's got so
Can't
much
wait for him
potential.
break top 15 and start to make some noise. Oh yeah. People have no clue.
I know, it's just unreal. It's yeah, we just haven't seen him as much as like you would see, some of the other fighters in the UFC. I think the
Another
last few
one's
years.
Phil. People people have no clue.
No.
If you bring all the welterweights right now to the gym here, and you bring all the 55s to the gym here and put them to training with them in the gym, they're gonna see like I never met this guy before, never heard. Like the level of the when they train is totally different from what they trying to performance, you know.
Now sticking with the state of Florida. Side note from fighting. Have you been able to visit any of the theme parks over there in Orlando?
I like Orlando, man. Orlando, it's kind of like giving me Rio's vibe, you
Yeah.
know. Kind of feel a little bit home because I'm from Rio, back in Brazil, and the only thing it's missing here it's more I don't know more close to the beach. That's it.
Mm.
You know, back in Brazil was able to 30 minutes, 35 minutes. Here just an hour drive. But
Mm.
besides that, man, like it's really hard here. You know, really hard, and it's kind of like Brazil little bit. The only difference it's Brazil, we got the dry heat, like Las Vegas. So like when you go outside, it's just hot and you so. But I like man, I like roller coasters. It's I'm gonna be honest, I don't like roller coasters, but my wife make me like it. So
Uh,
I have to say I like it, but I don't like it. But uh, I go to Universal, Disney's. We always doing watch parties and doing stuff in Orlando. Find a new restaurants. There's a lot of new stuff to do here. The city is growing a lot, you know. So I like it.
yeah, Orlando's always had a place in my heart. I was in there. I was there last month actually. Did like Universal and well, the three parks at Universal. Ate lots of food. I thought I was going to put on some serious weight. But gonna wrap up here then, Lucas. Thank you for joining us on this interview. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we're gonna leave you to get some more training in and keep grinding away in the gym. Have you got any last words to say before we properly wrap up?
Just wanna thank you for your time. I wanna thank you everyone who's watching. You guys are amazing. Thanks for the support. Keeping lifting your boy up, not just me, but everyone. I appreciate those fighting more than anything. Remember, every time we have a good day, even if from thousands and thousands of people, every time we have a bad day, it's in from over thousands of people. So be careful with your words, right? And be careful what you say to people when they have a bad day, because also you have a bad day as well. So care more for those fighters. Remember, we are just doing our job and trying to provide for our family, nothing else. That's it. But I appreciate you, man. I hope we can talk soon. I hope I have a good news of fight. Can share it with you guys, my camp and everything. So we're definitely gonna link up soon.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Oh, absolutely. Keep on with the grind, man. We'll touch base definitely in the future, and best of luck on your journey, brother.
I appreciate
That's
you,
what's up.
brother.
Much
Same.
love.
Yeah,
Ciao, ciao.
definitely.